not believe your eyes. If 10 million fireflies lit up the world as I fell asleep.
Okay, hey YouTube, I've been meaning to get this video up for a really long time now. I'm going to show you how to change the firing modes and stuff like that on the Ego 9. I'm not going to go into Dwell or anything that detailed. I'm just going to tell you the basics. So turn your gun on, you're going to want to hold the middle button down. You should know that. Ego, right there. You're going to want to make sure that that little lock that you see right there is unlocked. It has to be unlocked. If it's locked, then you can't do what I want to show you. So you're going to have to unscrew the two screws here and that one, get into your board, and while you have the gun on, you have to push the red button inside of here, and that should turn your lock off. Okay, so to switch from semi to ramp, you're going to hold the main button down, the middle button, and then when it's asked if you want to turn it off, you don't want to do that. You want to go up until you find mode. Right there. Click in on mode, and then a bracket should show up around mode, one there and one there, to let you know that you've selected that, and then push down to go to ramp or semi. So you have semi, ramp, and cancel. So if I want to put it on ramp, then you just go to ramp and push in on that, and then the brackets will go away, and now you can go back to your settings. So right after you do that, if you push down, it'll say ROF cap, that's rate of fire cap, and it says off. That means that my gun is uncapped right now. If you want to turn the cap on, push in on that and go up to on. Now you have your cap on to set how fast you can shoot. By the way, the cap is the maximum rate of fire. So maximum rate of fire, when you have your cap on, you're going to want to push it on that and just do it to what you want it. So I had mine on 30 because I made a video before this and I was showing you how to do it, but it was way too long, and so I'm trying to make it a little bit shorter here. So just go down to whatever you want. If you want it on like 17, just go to 17, or you can do decimals, which I don't know why you would want to do that, but go to 17, whatever you want, push in on that, and now you have your gun on ramp, capped off at 17 balls a second. And the off, what the off rate of fire means is that whenever you have your eyes off, if you have your eyes turned off, that's the rate of fire that you're shooting at. Ramp set, that's a little bit more detailed. I'm just going to go through it really quick. Pull number, that's how many times you have to pull the trigger before the ramp kicks in. The kick in, that you have to be pulling the trigger 4 times at a rate of 7 balls a second for the ramp to kick in. Sustain, you have to be you have to be rocking the trigger at least 5 balls a second for it to keep ramping. Restart, it's not that important, and back. So you can do that. You can read the manual if you want to find out more about that. Timing, dwell, I'm not going to talk about that. Light, that's the backlight that you see right here lit up. Mine's on 20 seconds, so if I don't push a button within 20 seconds, that light will go off. Sleep, I have mine on 20 minutes. I don't know why I have it on that. Oh wait, is that 2? Yeah, I don't want it on 20. I'll put that on like, hold on a minute. I think that's 2 minutes, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, and by the way, to change any setting, you just push the button in. So if you want to change the sleep, you push in on that, change it, and then go back. So if you want to go back to all the main settings, you can go back to here. Filter, not going to talk about any of that. Training, if you have training mode on, then that means that, I will show you that right now. You can hear the solenoid. So as you saw, I have my gun capped off at 70 balls a second. So if you hear the solenoid on training mode, you can hear it only going 70 balls a second. So that shows you that. Now I'll show you one more thing, and I'll show you 2 more things. To change it back to semi, you're just going to go back up to mode. Right there, go to semi, push in on that. And now I usually leave my cap off for semi, and you're good to go. Now I'm going to show you the display. So to get to your display, you're just going to go down until you find display, click in on that, and the timer is what I have on right now. That's the game timer. You really don't have to have that unless you're playing a tournament. Shots would be how many, like you can, here I'll show you shots really quick. So put on shots, and then you can see right there 7,000. So since I last reset my gun, I've shot that much, paint. There's a couple cases of paint. 7,746. To reset that, just hold your button down in the middle. Oh, nope, I lied to you. You don't want to do that. Exit. To reset the menu, you're just going to hold down, the down button. Hold it, and then it goes back to 0. So every time I pull the trigger, it'll count every paintball that I'm shooting. So in that amount of time, I shot 40 paintballs. And then to put it on a different mode, oops. Oh yeah, I'll tell you that really quick. To turn your eyes on and off, you're going to use the top button up here. But like I said, you're going to want to have your training mode off. So I'll go ahead and turn my training mode off. Off. You can't, to shoot your gun, you have to have training mode off. Alright, so now you can see up top the 2 brackets. That means your eyes are on. So if I were to put my finger into the breech, you can see a little ball pops in there. And then if I take it out, it goes away. To turn the eyes off, you're going to hold the up button. And now there's only one little bracket there. That means your eyes are off. And then turn them back on. Oops, hold on. Yeah, and now they're back on. So 2 brackets, you can see there at the top. I'm talking about right here. You can see 2 brackets there. Hold it. Now they're off. So 2 brackets are eyes on. Alright. And so now I'll show you a couple more display settings that you can have here. Display. Average. This is what I leave it on right here. I leave it on average. That means the 17 there is the maximum rate of fire that I've shot. So I've shot 17 balls a second maximum, and the top number up here, that's how fast you're currently shooting. So you can see right now, oops, I have the eyes off. Turn the eyes, there you go. So right now I'm shooting 8 balls a second, 9, 8. So the top number will show you how fast you're shooting, and then the bottom number will show you your maximum. And again, to reset that, just hold the bottom button down. So now it'll go back to 0. And it'll keep up with the top number until you slow down. So there you go, 9. Now it's going back down to 7, but the 9 stays the same. And yeah, that's about it. Make sure that I covered everything. Display. And then the peak, that's just the fastest that you shot. And then cancel. Okay. Timer, that manages your game timer and everything. And exit. So yeah, that's it. Turn your gun off. Just hold the button down. Off. That's how you change the modes on the Ego 09. Comment, rate, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll come out with more reviews and things like that.
I'd like to